Warning: the Atari Creep YouTube channel is intended for a mature audience. Simulated violence and lots of psychological nudity. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, Creepers and Geekers Christie Atari Creep? How is everyone doing today? I didn't think I was going to be talking about Atari VCS this soon again. I really only have two ways I want to talk about it now. One, well, technically three, I suppose, and we'll get to that here in a minute. But the first, if I get one. You know, if I ever purchase one, of course, I'd like to relate my experience with you as things go. And two, I do have somebody who wants to do a Skype interview, talking about their experience, what they've done with theirs, and all that stuff. So we should be doing that here pretty soon. Now that everything in my life is slowed down, calm, collected, groovy. But regardless, we're not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about the Atari VCS. But before we do that, I want to reminisce with you. A while back, if you remember correctly, we talked about this thing here. We talked about this kit that you could buy, but you could also get just the SD cards should you have a Raspberry Pi that's compatible with the software that they sell on it. But in essence, it's literally just a little kit to make like a little Atari emulation box, you know. And I was real tongue-in-cheek talking about, go ahead and just print yourself up a case. This is about 10% smaller than an actual one, and we do need to finish this. We do. So this is the third thing I'd like to talk about with the Atari VCS. Print you up a case, get yourself a Raspberry Pi, and put together your own. Because you know what? Aside from specific specifications, it's primarily the same fucking thing. In fact, if you did it that way, you would actually get a lot more Atari for your buck than you would if you got the Atari VCS. But we're not here to argue that. It's important that we talked about that because of the location in which you can get that. It's a company called Micro Center. And I didn't hear about them until this. And it turns out there's one in town locally in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Not too far, but a wee bit of a pain in the fucking balls to get to. Now, let me cue this up. I got this email about the Black Walnut Edition all-in bundle are now available at your local Micro Center. So if you do have one and you have the $400 to spend, you could order it online and go pick it up, or just go in there and pick it up. But it says Micro Center is now blah 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 with the Atari VCS, the modern joysticks and everything. So they're saying that they have the console all-in bundle, plus you can buy all of the accessories that you need for it. Right here it says including RAM, drives and controllers and more. Don't miss out. Supplies are very limited. I would imagine they would be. So my first question is everyone who's already pre-ordered one, hopefully they have theirs. Because it would aggravate me that Micro Centers would be getting a supply of these before people who have already fucking paid for them. So that was a side note that I didn't even think about until this very second. So I just so happen to have already clicked on the link. And just in case you need to be refreshed on what we're talking about here, we're talking about this. I have to admit, that's fucking gorgeous. It really is a gorgeous machine. And that's it. Those are all the pictures. So here you are for $3.99, which I don't have. I don't have $3.99 to spend on something that would be the equivalent of giving Ray Charles a Ferrari. Now, I don't mean to be disrespectful to the blind, but that's pretty much what it would be, giving me an open source kind of thing like this, if that's the correct words. You can correct me down below. To play around with. I'm not really good at the software part of things, which is why I haven't finished mine. But we'll get to that here in a second. But yeah, I mean, you can walk into a Micro Center, which I think I have. We're looking at it. I'm like, I think I have it pulled up already. They have 10 in stock right now. Now, if we come back to this, you can also buy the controllers. Now, you have yourself the wireless modern controller for $60. And I did see this. Also $60, you got your classic joystick. Honestly, the only way I would go down there to pick one of these up is if they were on clearance or sale, not to be smug. I just don't have the expendable cash for something like this. But I just thought that was pretty interesting that Micro Centers, and we have one here locally. In fact, as a side note, here, I got my Raspberry Pi from Micro Center for this project. It's right here. It's a Pi Zero W, I think. I think it's the same as a Pi Zero, but it has Wi-Fi. And I don't know much about these things, so I'm going to kind of like talk like I know what I'm talking about, but not really. I got this at Micro Center for free. I signed up for their newsletter or something like that, and they gave me a coupon for a free one of these. So when I went down to get the filament that I actually used to make this, as well as this, Linda, if you recognize it, I'm getting ready to finish it up. I picked this up as well. I go down there periodically to get filament if I need it right away. If not, I just wait for Amazon. Because again, it's a pain in the ass to get to. But yeah, it's close enough for me to be able to go down there and check it out. And maybe I should have drove all the way down there just to look at a fucking box. Just be like, hey, they're on the shelves, yay! And I guess that would be a big deal, seeing Atari products on the shelf again. But I don't know. I'm still 50-50 on the whole thing. But there you have it. They're in stock. If you have a Micro Center near you, all you got to do is order it. Run down there. It'll be ready in 20 minutes, is their guarantee. And you can just walk right in, pick it up, and go home and play with yourself. With your VCS. So I want to know what you think. Do you have a Micro Center near you? Are you thinking about maybe going down there and checking them out? If you have like points or rewards with them, I don't know if they do stuff like that. That could help out a great deal. I just look at that $400 price tag. Maybe if my federal tax return comes in quick enough, maybe I'll think about it. But I don't know. I want to know what you think. Go ahead and leave your comments. Leave your feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down. All feedback to the Creep is positive, guys. Thank you always so much for watching. I genuinely do appreciate it. Don't forget, you can support my walk to end Alzheimer's down below. Plenty of ways to do it. You can buy the custom dust sleeve from Chris at Retro Video Game Dust Sleeves. You can donate directly. The link is down below. You can buy the official 2021 Creeps Walk to End Alzheimer's t-shirt in my TeePublic. The link is also down below. And on that shirt are a bunch of really rad cats. Those are my sponsors. Support them, and by supporting them, you're supporting me, and you're supporting the Walk to End Alzheimer's, and you're supporting help to possibly get a cure. We just had a big milestone about a week or so ago with a new FDA-approved medication. Though controversial, it's still a step in the right direction. And hopefully within my lifetime, I'll at least get to see the fruits of our labor, and that a first survivor of Alzheimer's will be found. But until then, we gotta stay in the fight. Bob and weave, as my father would say. Bob and weave. Guys, thank you for watching. I can't say that enough. I hope you're doing well, and until next time, take care, creep it real, and bye-bye.